Good afternoon, team. Just got through our meeting here, and the Emmaus Adoration and Celebration services for this weekend are pretty straightforward. One of the biggest things we have this weekend is we have a drama, and inside that drama, we're going to use a couple of boundary microphones. So Tim and Jeremy, you two in particular, have a couple of extra things to set up for the weekend. April has a drawing as to where those will go, and I'm going to put a X on the stage. So Kat, you can actually light those specific areas up. There's going to be two locations primarily on the stage for the action to be happening, and they're going to be just to the left and right of the pulpit. We want to try to specifically light those areas up from the left and right sides, so bloop, on each portion, so stage right and stage left. We'll light those two specific spots up, and we're going to go back and forth between them as actors come and go. So the actors will be in place, you illuminate them, and they will stand as the lights fade out on them, and by that time the other actor should be in the other position and should have everything they need, or then the lights will turn on as they're already there. So we don't want to wait to have the actor walk into the light. The actor should actually already be on the X and ready to go. So, and we are going to be using the candle screens this weekend for lighting. So, Kat, I will make sure that those get set out well, not today. We have choir rehearsal tomorrow, so I will make sure they get set out Thursday. I'll talk to April or facilities to see if I can get those set out for you. There is also a missions update from the Gothiers. The Gothiers are going to have, Brian Rippey, this is more for you, they're going to have a video that's going to play. It's a YouTube link that is going to be loaded into Easy Worship. I don't necessarily like doing that 100%, but I've been doing it in the upper room for some of the women's Bible study stuff, and it works great. So it should open up the link. We'll test it, make sure it works, and that'll be in place. And they'll also have pictures to go with this gentleman speaking as well. So this video that they're going to show from YouTube is about 1 minute and 51 or 53 seconds, and altogether their time frame should be about 4 minutes. Last weekend, our team did absolutely awesome. I want to thank all of you for your flexibility and your willingness to serve, and the dedication and just really happy spirits, and your willingness was outstanding. That came up in our meeting today, that both Mick and April really appreciate what you guys were doing, and that you're capable of just shrugging off a kind of a last-minute change. And they changed the order of sequence on a few different things, and we just kind of went with the flow. And I really appreciate that. You guys all did a really great job. This weekend, everything should flow really well. Dan Farm is not going to be doing communion, but instead I think we're either going to try to get Bill or Andy. Andy Kumpel is preaching this weekend. And as far as I can see, there's really nothing out of the ordinary for Emmaus or Celebration. Adoration, there's one thing on here, Kat, that you will need to know about, is that for the offering, there's a possible trumpet solo with Bill Price playing piano, and trumpet player by the piano itself as well. So we'll need to make sure we've got a light over in that area so that when we come to that cue, it just illuminates the piano and a large area around that. Otherwise, I think everything should be pretty self-explanatory. There's no baby dedications or anything else. So I think we should be good to go. Just received the blueprints back for the booth. So that, my friends, is our new booth. So you can kind of see where the old booth is. There's what the old booth looks like. Okay. So everything on this drawing that is not shaded is the old booth. So everything that's dark exterior lines is the new booth. So that's kind of exciting. We have an open booth from left to right, the full width. of the seating section. So, yay! I'm super pumped up, really excited about that. We've got a lot of heavy duty work coming up, and that'll take a fair amount of time to get all this happening. And I'm going to thank all of you in advance for, I know several of you are going to be willing to help and capable of helping and willing to help and will be helping. Some of you will want to help but won't have time or the ability to do it. So I appreciate that. I appreciate all of you. And I also know that I'm going on vacation tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. So as far as this weekend goes, you can contact me via my cell phone if you need to get a hold of me, Kat, including you, if you have questions when you start programming on Thursday. I know April said she'll sit down with you and kind of go over what she's looking for the drama and probably some of the service elements if needed. This October 1st, I'm also going in for surgery. I'm having my uvula and some of the soft palate tissue removed, as well as my tonsils. I have severe sleep apnea, and for the last 20 years, I have only received about 2.5 minutes on average of REM sleep per night. And so we're hoping that this will make a big change. So be in prayer for me coming up here and in thought, and that would be appreciated. But yeah, I'm going on vacation. Woo-hoo. Gonna take some time off. That's all I really have. Tim, I'll have this sitting out on in the booth for you. It's got the large 240 gig SSD drive inside of it. It'll be on top of the actual rack for video. If you could just make sure that records all 3 services, the sermon scripture text and the sermon and the Gaith years. Yeah, that's what it needs to be recorded. The Goth years, sorry, not Gaith years, Goth years. So let's record the mission update, the sermon scripture text, and the sermon. And we also need to record...
It's 3:45.
Hey, it's 3:45. We also need to record the drama, so I will leave a blank 64 gig drive over there as well. So you can record the drama, hopefully beforehand, on Saturday. I think they're going to be there at 3:30. So if we could do that, that would be great. If y'all got questions, give me a call. This is me signing off. See you guys. Thanks for all your help.